You're tuned in to the Kansas City Weather Report, your daily source for the latest local forecast right here in KC. Whether you're planning your commute, weekend barbecue, or just trying to figure out if you need that extra layer, Wes has you covered. So let's dive into today's forecast.
Welcome to the Kansas City Weather Report. I'm meteorologist Wes Peary. Today is Friday, July 11th, and here's what's up with the weather. Okay. No chance of rain out the door this morning, finally. Well, to be frank, whenever we've had rain in the morning for this week, it's been probably before you're waking up and you didn't even notice. So you maybe have been listening to this podcast and it's like, this guy is just missing the forecast all the time. It has rained a little bit most mornings this week, but maybe you haven't noticed very much. Either way, you're not going to notice this morning probably because there's not going to be any rain. But this afternoon, really good chance of thunderstorms. And I guess I partially take that back. I mean, 10, 11 o'clock this morning, there might be a couple of showers that drop by. But really, it's after 2 o'clock in which there could be some thunderstorms developing. There's going to be some fat thunderstorms with gusty winds and really heavy rainfall. And there's this window of generally 2 until 11 p.m. for some strong to severe thunderstorms capable of producing damaging wind gusts. There might be some small hail with these, but it's not going to be severe, large hail. We are kind of past that type of, or that time of year that is usually reserved for kind of springtime, and we are deep in summer. Speaking of summer, it's still going to feel like about 100 degrees this afternoon before the storms arrive. But if for whatever reason this forecast is very wrong and there's actually showers and thunderstorms around much of the afternoon, then there's a lower chance of severe weather, and it's probably not going to feel like 100 degrees for very long outside. So you get that to look forward to. And also you have some cooler air to look forward to this weekend. It's not going to be a refreshing, crisp, low humidity air. It'll just be cooler. So the chance of thunderstorms 2 to 11 o'clock this evening, that's kind of the severe window. And there could be some rain that lingers into the early morning hours on Saturday as well. Temperatures on Saturday in the lower to middle 80s. On Sunday, in the middle to upper 80s. Probably dry for those days, but I can't rule out a shower. Monday, Tuesday, back up near 90. Probably feels like about 95 to 100. And then Wednesday, a good chance of showers and thunderstorms. That will be another strong cold front. This one should bring some legitimate drier air with it, behind it. And it may only be about 80 degrees for the high Wednesday and Thursday. Either day could only be like 79 degrees. 79 is going to feel much cooler than 80. It's something about having an afternoon high temperature in the summertime in the 70s that just looks more comfortable. Because the 80s is like expected, but 70s, no, it's different. That's different. So we have that to look forward to Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, and into the weekend, we're back up, probably into the 80s, trying to recover. But I think we're still probably cooler than average, with the average high being 89. We're probably cooler than average from Wednesday through maybe Saturday. So that's a good little chunk of time there to get, especially for the summertime. Nice. Okay, recapping the forecast. Hot, humid, with the chance of strong to severe thunderstorms this afternoon. Highs lower 80s on Saturday, upper 80s for Sunday. Slight chance of rain both those days. Back to feeling like about 95 to 100 on Monday and Tuesday. A chance for thunderstorms Tuesday. Better chance for Wednesday. Have to watch out for those to be strong. And then only near 80 for Wednesday and Thursday. Working way back up into the lower to middle 80s for next weekend. Thanks so much for joining me for this edition of the Kansas City Weather Report. You can find me on social media at Wes Weather. Have a good one.